Music is a powerful weapon. Music is a powerful source.
It impacts people's emotions and their soul in very different ways.
I've learnt so much about music, and I don't mean piano lessons. Music as a weapon. It molds a generation. It literally marks stories of our lives. It marks memories. Music is a connection with God. My name is Wendy Melrylee Alves. I am 21 years old. I am a singer, songwriter, a pastor's kid.
From a young age, I've been called to reach people through music. I grew up at the church ADLondres, led by my father, Apostle Wesley Alves, and my life has been shaped by this ministry. Writing my first song happened when I least expected it.
I was at home alone,
and I found myself having a very heated conversation with a close friend. And I read some words that I wasn't expecting to read. He said that the way I spoke to him was dehumanizing, like I didn't consider anyone's feelings. And that really shook me, because I knew that wasn't what God thought of me. And I was left without words. Instead, I was left with lyrics. I went downstairs and sat at my piano.
my prayer to the Lord became the song.
And it came to life.
Que eu possa ser a menina do Pai, a moça que eu fui criada a ser, porque o Senhor é quem me define e nem outra.
And from that day on, I discovered the purpose I had in music. Being able to use this weapon to fight the evil someone could be going through. But little did I know that a greater evil was on the horizon.
The Prime Minister has announced the most drastic limits to our lives that the UK has ever seen in living memory.
You must stay at home.
The coronavirus crisis is hitting home.
All gatherings of more than 2 people banned.
Is a figure that far exceeds most of the worst case scenario estimates made at the start of the pandemic.
It was the shock of, instead of being in contact with people face to face, now we can't do that.
How was I going to minister to people if they're not here?
I remember my parents got COVID and it was pretty tough. I remember that a lot of people at church also got COVID.
It created a new challenge, and that's when I wrote my song New Season. I needed to be able to reach those who were far away. I needed to prophesy something hopeful into our lives. Even in the midst of all the chaos and the lockdown, I was motivated to get this done. And before I knew it was ready.
It's a new season, it's a fresh start.
The lockdown rules were getting lighter, meaning we could gather with some people and listen to the song for the first time.
Turn your mistakes into lessons.
Their response was absolutely amazing.
Looking into the future, it's very easy to focus on
material things. I don't know, won awards, that I have so many followers. I'm not saying that that's not important. I'm not saying that's not cool, because that is very nice. However, that's not my first reaction. I've learnt so much about music, and I don't mean piano lessons. I mean as music as a weapon. It molds a generation. See, Jesus didn't come on this earth to do what he needed to do for him. He did that to pass to others. So may music not just be for my benefit, but for others.